In addition to being a nuisance when it comes to your holiday plans, the cold weather can also have a serious impact on your health. It's important to stay safe if you're traveling or even just heading out to shovel or walk the dog.
Joining us now to share some advice is Dr. Rebecca Anderson. She is an emergency medicine physician at Northwestern Medicine McHenry Hospital. Good morning to you. It's important to have you on this morning to have this discussion, of course, because these are some temperatures a lot of people have never experienced, and those of us who've lived here for a while, it's been a long time. So let's start by talking about what are the biggest health concerns that you have as a physician when the temperatures drop this low?
Well, certainly when the temperatures are dropping low, we're worried about cold exposure. We see a lot of that. Certainly the air temperature alone is enough that can cause frostbite within about 30 minutes or less, depending upon other circumstances. We worry about orthopedic injuries related to slipping and falling. We also worry about heart attacks when people are trying to move a large amount of snow. And certainly the colder weather can make that worse as well.
Yeah, so what do you recommend when it comes to going outside or when it comes to shoveling? I've definitely heard a lot of heart issues that have come when people are just trying to remove the snow after it's come through.
So certainly we try to limit any exposure as our first step. If you don't have to go out, don't go out. If you're going to go out, you need to dress in layers, as was previously mentioned. But also in terms of shoveling snow, you really want to take it in stride. You need to know what you're working with. You know, the exertion associated with removing snow can be the equivalent of exercise, really. And if you're not used to that, then you want to limit it, or you want to try to do it in stages. So if you're having to remove snow, know what you're removing, do it in layers, do it slowly, take lots of breaks. And certainly if you're having any signs of illness, not feeling well, chest pain, shortness of breath, then you need to stop immediately and seek medical help.
Yeah, you know, a lot of people always try to push it just to see how far they can go and how long they can last. But at what point do you need to be concerned and seek that medical help that you just mentioned?
So certainly if you're having any chest pain, if you're feeling short of breath, if you're breaking out in a cold sweat and it's 0 degrees outside, those are definitely concerning symptoms. If you're feeling nauseated, if you're having back pain even, if you're feeling lightheaded or dizzy, you need to seek medical attention.
Well, Dr. Anderson, we surely appreciate your advice this morning and helping folks to stay safe, especially when it comes to just their heart health and things like that. Merry Christmas to you. Take care.